Hello, this is my film review for Alien Covenant, and I've literally just got home from the cinema. It is Thursday the 11th, it's 11:15 at night. I've just walked through the door, set up my camera. Firstly, I want to say this film is not scary. If you've watched all the other Alien films, you know exactly what's going to happen. You've got the alien, you've got the bursting out of the chest thing and all the other stuff, and it goes around and it's got acid blood and it burns you and all that. You know that. It's nothing new, nothing original, and you can't keep rehashing the same thing over and over and over. I did kind of enjoy it, but I'm sort of torn between wishing they would just leave the franchise alone, because the original, like Alien and Aliens, those two are a classic. Those two are amazing films, and I could watch them over and over. And then obviously you have all the other sequels, and then them ties in with the Predators and stuff, and that's just another thing entirely. So then you had the prequel Prometheus, which was an okay film, and then this one is a sequel to Prometheus, but a prequel to Alien. And I don't know, I've left the cinema a little bit confused about the timeline, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to look some things up, because the 10 years have passed since Prometheus and Covenant. They made that very clear. They mentioned it several times that Prometheus was 10 years ago. Okay, so that's fine. I'm not sure how the timeline between Covenant and the original Alien film, so I'm going to have to look that up, because I'm a bit confused by this. And because on the original Alien film, you see the ship, the architect's ship, the guys who created the aliens in the first place, and you see the big statue, and that doesn't really tie into the ending of this one, because the aliens, I'm trying to do this without spoilers, but the aliens are being created, and then the perfect alien is made, and then that goes off, and it's not on the correct ship to follow on to the original film, and I'm just a bit confused by that. But ignoring all the story timelines and trying to tie them into one and the other, I'm sure someone can write in the description below how it all links together, because I'm a bit confused by it. Just focusing on this film alone, it's completely predictable. I hate predictable films. If you watch my other film reviews, you know I hate predictable films, and this was flipping predictable. I went with Steve, and it was like halfway through the film or something, I could see how it was going, and I just said something to him. I won't say what it was because I don't want to do any spoilers, and he didn't believe me, and afterwards as he walks out he was going, you know, I wish I wasn't right, and he's like, well, I was right. And the thing that's predictable, they tried to do it as a twist at the end. It's like, oh, didn't see that coming, a big dramatic twist at the end of the film. And it's like, well, no, because I saw it coming ages ago. It's an okay film. It's an alright film. It's not up there with the greats, but it's not a bad film. It's just an okay film, to be honest. They tried various attempts to get you emotionally attached to the characters in the film. They did this various times throughout the thing. It's like trying to really get you attached to these people, and then something bad happens, and oh, isn't it terrible? But I felt I was very detached all the way through. Even with the main characters, I never personally felt the connection between myself and the characters, and I just felt like I've seen this all before. It's like I know how it's going to end. It's all predictable. I mean, the effects are good, the aliens are good, Michael Fassbender, he's in it, he plays two characters, he plays two synthetics, David from Prometheus and Walter from this one, and they're on screen together. You know, the special effects are good, you wouldn't, you know, they've mastered that skill now, years ago, of having the same person on the screen twice. I'm not overly enthused and excited by it. That's the problem. And it's like, you know what's going to happen. I mean, there's little predictable bits. When the captain of the ship, he looks into the egg, and it's like, well, you know, you see the egg open, he looks into the egg. You know what's going to happen there. But I think kind of that bit, you kind of know that bit is designed that you know what's going to happen, because you're willing and not to look in the egg, thinking, don't look in the egg, don't look in the egg, and obviously, face hugger, you know, it's very predictable. The gestation time for the aliens has been much quicker in this one. I seem to remember them taking a little while for them to go from having the face hugger to bursting out the chest. This one happened very, very quickly. Even though it was like a 2-hour film, the things like that happen very quickly. I mean, you actually won't go for quite a long period of time without seeing any aliens at all. And then when you see them, the first ones are like a hybrid of human aliens, so they're the wrong colour, and then eventually you see the classic black alien. If you really, 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 really like the Alien franchise, go along and see it. And then please explain to me the timeline between this film and the original Alien film with Sigourney Weaver, and how they connect, because I'm confused on that. It's probably really simple, but I've left more confused more than anything, just trying to figure out how the films connect, and I can't get it in my head how they connect. As I said, it's not scary, because we've seen it all so many times. If you've never ever seen the Alien films, then I suppose you might get, you know, a little bit scared and have some jump scares here and there. There are a few jump scares, and then when the aliens come along, the use of surround sound was good. I really noticed the surround sound. They did a good job on the surround sound. So yeah, so the people in the sound department, good job, because that really, you know, you hear it over here and you hear it over here, and it really, that works well. I was quite impressed. There's a few moments I was thinking, that's a good use of surround sound. They've done a good job there. There was a scene in the middle, again, I'm trying not to do spoilers, but there was a scene that I just thought was a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so they're being rescued from a planet, ship comes down to pick them up, and then I was thinking it's taken far too long for it to take off, and it's all dramatic and everything, and they're flying along, and the alien's attached to the ship, and it's pulling them down. It's just, I don't know, I just felt like they could have lifted off a bit better. That whole thing, that whole sequence, I felt they just did it for dramatic effects. It didn't really add anything to the story for me, and I was just thinking, for God's sake, just take off, just go up. That scene actually irritated me a little bit. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Alien Covenant. I want to tell you it's an amazing film. For the price I paid for the bloody ticket, it should have been an amazing film. A lot more money than I usually pay. That might be because I watched it so early, I don't know. But yeah, it's just a meh film. I mean, I do like that. I mean, like the original films, the original Aliens, I really like. Those are classics. But this one, it just didn't live up to it. It just wasn't. It didn't have the same energy. It didn't have the same. It just didn't work for me. So I didn't unenjoy it. I mean, I don't know. It could have been better. But then again, we've seen it so many times. They've made the Alien films so many times now. How many times can you show an alien popping out of someone's chest and it's still being, you know, fresh? Okay, have it going out the back then. But again, you know, it's still an alien bursting out of somebody. It just, didn't do it for me. And the twist at the end, I saw a mile off. And it's so annoying. Sorry, this isn't the best film review I've ever done, but it wasn't the best film I've ever seen. So check out my other film reviews for some films that I'm actually excited about. Anyway, cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.